Good afternoon, welcome. So we're going to start this exciting afternoon dedicated to AI safety. And so welcome to Sorbonne University. And first I should introduce myself. I'm Vincent Corruble, the main organizer for this event, but I'm going to start by thanking a few supporting organizations. So Sorbonne University, of course, and especially the SCI, the Sorbonne Center for Artificial Intelligence, who is hosting us today and providing a lot of the logistics. Also, I thank my laboratory, the LIP6, the main computer science laboratory here, which is actually the result of a fusion of several computer science laboratories almost 30 years ago. And one of them was La Foria, the first AI laboratory in France, created about 40 years ago. So it makes a lot of sense to have this symposium here. And last but not least, I thank the CESIA, Center for AI Safety, based in Paris, with whom I collaborate a lot. And especially they've been very active in organizing a tutorial for introduce AI safety to the public and to young researchers and others this morning. So I thank all of this organization, and I thank also Ima Bello, who is about to arrive, I think, who has helped me organize this event, especially the panel we'll have in the second half of the afternoon after the break. So, but the context of this event, AI researchers, and as you all know, even if you're not AI researchers, we live through exciting times. AI researchers for the second half of the 20th century had very big dreams, and some of them are coming to reality. And so thinking about them, and for example, people who created the AI lab here 40 years ago, many of their dreams are becoming reality. For example, we talk about sparks of AGI, AI or AI researchers winning Nobel Prizes. This is all very exciting. And for the future years, we also talk about AI contributing to solving some of the world's most important problems, like poverty, diseases, and making education accessible for all. For all these topics, there's a good chance that AI could play a contribution. But there's a but. The last decade, or a little more, scientists and some AI researchers have started to worry about the risks associated with AI. And even though there is such a huge amount of investment and hope with AI, the amount of work and investment put into thinking and working and regulating about AI safety is still very small. So there's a good justification to try to motivate people to go into that area. And so the two main goals for today from me and from people organizing it with me, it's first a call to action, first directed to the academic community, especially young researchers. So AI research is not only about capabilities, it's also about thinking about AI safety and how capabilities that will be released into the general public might bring some risk, and how to anticipate them and to mitigate them and maybe to avoid them. So we have actually a public from several countries. Many European countries are present. The vast majority of people, when I looked at registration, are from France and even Paris area, but we have people from the UK, from Germany, from Spain, also from Singapore and Japan, I think. So a few from far away, but you are all welcome, and that's one reason why we have the meeting in English. We want to include as many people as possible. So France is a bit behind in AI research on safety, and that's one reason I wanted to organize this, is we want to get more people involved in it. And we have in France a strong potential to produce some interesting results, make progress in that area. We have a tradition of safety engineering. We have many people working on AI ethics. All these are topics which are helpful to study AI safety. Okay, so the main goal is to work AI academics AI researchers. Also, there's a goal to motivate and get involved the general public. We want to raise awareness of these problems, and also of policymakers. So the other big reason why we organize this symposium this year and now is that, as you probably know, France is hosting the AI summit in February, following the AI safety summit from the UK at the end of 2023. We have in February in France AI Action Summit. Okay, so and so it's important to think about it and maybe to contribute to give some useful background for this summit to the policymakers and to the general public. Okay, now what is planned for today is quite actually intense. We are very fortunate to have 3 keynotes for top people in the area of AI safety. The 2 first ones are very important academics, so involved in very famous for their research on AI, and for the last decade or so, very much involved in AI safety, and also very much involved into communicating to the general public and to the policymakers about the risks of AI, how they can be handled as much as possible. And so we will listen on Zoom because he couldn't make it from Canada, to Joshua Benjo first, and to Stuart Russell just after Joshua Benjo. And I will give some more details of introduction in a minute. And then after the break, we'll have another side of the coin, the governance side, with Dan Nikita from the European Commission, and he's been involved in especially the technical negotiation around the EU AI Act. So the first part would be not only, but with some focus on the technical dimension, also the political policymaking dimension, and the second part will be more focused on the political and governance dimension. And then we'll have a very interesting panel. I will present the speakers, the panelists, a bit later, because it will be in a couple of hours now. And we have a break in the middle.